You don't need this, or this, and definitely not this. Did you ever pause and think, how did I end up with so much stuff I don't even use? With online shopping just a click away, it's easier than ever to fill your home with things that seem useful at the moment, especially when every scroll is selling you the next must-haves. I love a good organizing show as much as anyone, but if A&E's hoarders ever made you glance around your space a little nervously, take it as a sign. Skip these essentials, and I promise, you won't miss a thing. Stay here till the end. It's the best impulse decision you'll make today. Mismatched food storage. Let's start with the classic clutter trap. That drawer full of mismatched takeout tubs, cracked lids, old yogurt cups, and that one fancy jam jar you promised yourself you'd reuse 3 months ago. It's a slippery slope, saving just in case turns into hoarding plastics. And those sleek acrylic fridge bins you saw online. They look great in influencer kitchens, but in real life, they hog shelf space and make your small fridge feel like a game of Tetris gone wrong. Instead of collecting chaos, invest in a matching set of glass containers or sturdy, well-fitting plastic ones that actually stack without toppling. You'll instantly upgrade both function and visual calm. Ditch the warped plastic, recycle what you can, and stop letting random packaging sneak its way into permanent residency. Because if you think containers multiply fast, just wait until we open your mug cabinet. Too many mugs. We've all done it. I know even you are guilty of this. Kept the cute coffee mug from that random gift bag, the travel tumbler from a corporate event, or that one sleek water bottle that promised hydration and a whole new lifestyle. And yes, even the best uncle mug you don't have the heart to toss. But unless you're running a cafe or hosting a hydration summit, you probably don't need 12 mugs, 8 bottles, and a dusty lineup of fancy packaging you swore you'd repurpose. They pile up fast, and let's be honest, you reach for the same 2 every time. Clear out the extras. Keep your favorite daily use ones and maybe a couple for guests. As for pretty jars or designer boxes from skincare or candles, admire them, then let them go. But if they're truly beautiful, repurpose them as decor on a shelf or tray. A minimalist shelf isn't boring. It's peaceful. And it reminds you that not everything beautiful needs to be stored indefinitely. Oh. Hey, by the way, your kitchen cabinet's called. They said they're tired of hoarding all those one-trick gadgets. Kitchen tools. Every kitchen has a drawer or an entire cabinet of specialty tools. Waffle makers, avocado slicers, lemon squeezer. All those single-use heroes that promised culinary greatness, only to end up collecting grease in the back of a cupboard. Add in the stack of pans for dishes and the fine china that only sees daylight during your once-a-year dinner party. And suddenly, half your kitchen is off limits. These aren't essentials. They're space thieves. Here's the truth. 1 or 2 high-quality pans can outperform a dozen mediocre ones. A chef's knife and a cutting board will do more than 10 gimmicky gadgets combined. And before you buy another juicer or electric egg boiler, ask yourself, do I really need this, or did I just see it on a flash deal? Multi-purpose tools win every time. The less cluttered your kitchen is, the more you'll actually cook in it. And speaking of clutter, some of it's hiding in plain sight under the sink. Let's talk about cleaning overload. Cleaning overload. You'd think cleaning supplies would make your home feel tidy. Ironically, they often do the opposite. Open the cabinet, and it's a small army. 5 types of surface sprays, half-used bottles of deep clean something, random wipes for fabrics you don't even own anymore, and that viral scrubbing gadget you used once. They don't spark joy, they spark shame. You only need a few hard-working basics. 1 all-purpose cleaner, a good microfiber cloth, maybe a brush with a detachable head, and done. Anything beyond that should earn its place. And for the love of airflow, let go of cleaning items made from cheap plastic that break faster than they clean. A lean cleaning lineup is easier to manage and looks a whole lot better when you open the cabinet. But if you think your cupboards are guilty, wait until we check your tech drawer. Tech graveyard. Everyone has one. The tangled jungle of old cords, mystery chargers, obsolete remotes, dead batteries, and maybe even a flip phone from 2011. The intention was noble. I might need this someday. But tech evolves fast, and what you're really keeping is clutter dressed in wires. Most of it doesn't even match your current devices anymore. Instead of storing a mini Best Buy, pare it down. Keep one spare charger per device you actually use, toss cables with frayed ends, and recycle anything you haven't touched in a year. A simple labeled pouch or drawer insert is enough. And skip those overhyped cable organizers you saw on Temu that promise neatness, but just add more bulk. A clean tech drawer isn't just efficient, it's strangely satisfying. Up next, something magnetic, but not in a good way. Fridge magnets. Fridge magnets might seem harmless. Fun souvenirs, a few quirky quotes, maybe a grocery list pad. But over time, they create visual noise that makes your kitchen feel chaotic. Especially when layered with kids' artwork, expired coupons, and takeout menus from restaurants that probably closed during the pandemic. And those overhyped Amazon magnetic spice racks. They look sleek in ads, but in real life, they rarely stay organized and often block your fridge door from opening properly. Instead, treat your fridge like an intentional surface, not a community bulletin board. Keep it clean, or, at most, use a small neutral notepad or magnetic whiteboard to track essentials. If you love the memories behind those magnets, consider transferring them to a small pinboard inside a cabinet. The kitchen already works hard, visually. It deserves a little rest too. Before we leave the kitchen, we need to talk about your towel situation. Linen clutter. Tea towels, dish towels, hand towels. Somehow they multiply like rabbits. You start with a few, and before you know it, your drawer is overflowing with holiday prints, old giveaways, and mystery stains. And let's be honest, most people just cycle through the same 2 or 3 favorites anyway. The rest? Just taking up space and folded for eternity. Trim the stack down to a small set of quality towels that actually dry fast and match your kitchen vibe. Think classic neutrals or clean stripes. Ditch the scratchy ones, the stained ones, and yes, even that cute microfiber set from Amazon that never actually absorbed anything. It's not about perfection. It's about making the everyday feel a little more calm and a lot more functional. Real talk? If your tea towel drawer needs its own decluttering episode, you're not alone. Type "I surrender" in the comments if you've got more than 10. Next up, the corner of your home where resolutions go to die. Unused exercise equipment. We've all had that moment, scrolling late at night, convinced that resistance bands or a foldable treadmill will finally make working out at home stick. But more often than not, they end up tucked under the bed, behind the door, or gathering dust in the corner, serving more guilt than gains. That yoga mat you never roll out? Or the thigh toner you used once and then promptly ghosted? It's not that fitness isn't a priority. It's that random gear isn't a shortcut to consistency. Instead of collecting gear, streamline your space and routine. Keep 1 or 2 items you actually use, like a kettlebell that doubles as a doorstop or a mat you take out on weekends. And don't get lured by influencer ads promising transformation with yet another neon dumbbell set. Sometimes the best move is letting go, so your home feels like a sanctuary, not a garage sale. But what about the bed you made for your guests and never used? Guest bed and extra pillows. You bought the extra pillows for guests, maybe even a whole guest bed, But let's be honest, how often is it actually used? Unless you host overnight visitors regularly, and not just hypothetically, that space is probably collecting dust and resentment. A full bed setup for imaginary guests isn't just a space hog. It subtly tells your home it's for someone else, not you. And that borrowed air mattress you keep for emergencies? It'll do just fine the 2 times a year it's needed. Instead of furnishing a room for a fantasy version of your social life, make your space serve you. Foldable floor cushions, a sleek daybed, or even just extra blankets in a basket can create casual hosting flexibility without devoting real estate to people who aren't there. Comfort for company is great, but not at the cost of your own comfort every single day. And if we're being honest, what are the chances your guest ever needed a second TV too? Spare parts and extra TVs. Every home has that spot. A shelf in the laundry room, a box in the closet, or a drawer in the garage where random spare parts go to die. Extra screws from IKEA furniture, mystery keys, ancient remotes, random Allen wrenches, old router boxes. None of it ever gets used, but somehow it feels important to keep. Spoiler: if you haven't touched it in a year, you probably never will. Same goes for the extra TV you swore you'd mount in the guest room or kitchen, except it's still sitting in storage. Unless it's part of an actual upgrade plan, bulky electronics and spare pieces only eat up space and mental bandwidth. Donate what still works, recycle the rest, and keep one small toolbox with the actual essentials. Clarity beats clutter every time. If this was your best impulse click all day, this next one is even better. Watch it now.